Hello, Star Citizens, and welcome to a video I probably shouldn't have to do, but yeah, I must have actually not paid as much attention in school as I thought because I didn't actually do the part that's, basic reading. So I'm gonna be transparent here. I obviously didn't know that it was just flyable ships when I did my hour-long video. That video was like an hour and a half long. I just was like, you know what? I've never actually submitted ships to Ship Showdown, so I didn't even know there was a requirement to that they were flyable. I literally skipped all of this reading right here. It says it right here. Favorite flyable, drivable. It even says it again down here. Top 2 flyable, drivable vehicles. I would have excuses about how it was late at night and I was working on multiple videos, but there's no excuse. I just, basic reading comprehension just didn't apply yesterday when I was making that video. I'm laughing about it. I don't know if it frustrated you guys, but mea culpa. All right. I'm here to correct what that other guy yesterday messed up, I don't know what his name is, but that guy needs to get his crap together. Anyway, so luckily in that video, I did talk about ships that I still would put in those categories, and then I just took the wrong ones off the list. So obviously I have to correct that with flyable. So this video will be a lot shorter because I've already made the selection. So I won't make you sit through my thought process again. I'll just talk you through the ones that I selected. Some of them, there were really only like 2 options that I felt like were even remotely going to be good options. So yeah. So in the sake of transparency, I'm redoing the video. And we also will be doing our drawing tomorrow, actually. Because I'm making this video, we're gonna do the drawing for the winner of this month's ship on the 1st. So I actually want to switch to doing that anyway. I think because doing the videos on the 31st also gives a person a chance to win, so then they can watch that video. So all of these, this isn't just because of this video, it's also the way that I want to start doing it. I'll say the first week of the following month is when I'll do the drawing, because it does depend on my schedule, but for the most part it'll be the earliest you'll see the video where I reveal the winner of the contest will be on the 1st of the following month. All right, so let's get into this thing. So here's my weird list. I broke them down into, I don't know if you could see that, so let me zoom just to make sure you can see. All right, so I hope you can see that. I'll even bold it for you there. Look at that. It's bold now. Boom. Ah. Take that, reading comprehension. Anyway, so we got the Prospector and the Starfarer. Those were both on the list and I took them off. Those are both flyable, so those both kind of get it by default because all the other ships I had on there had to come off. They both have skins already, but I don't feel like either of these ships have gotten the love they deserve. I think the Prospector could actually stand to get a little bit of a rework. Not because it's useless or anything. I just feel like the metrics and everything for it just seem a little old, and the looks of it seem outdated. I think that's going to come up again when we talk about another ship that's on the list. Luckily, the P-72, M50, and Razor, that list was solid. All those ships are in the game, so that was solid. The Run and Gun division, I had to take a few off, but luckily I did talk about the ones that I would want on anyway. So the Gladiator, Valkyrie, and Hawk, I talked about those in the previous video where they made the list, but then I took them off because of popularity and other reasons. The Terrapin was still on the list, but the other 2 had to come off, and the only option left to me was the 890 Jump. It's the only one that doesn't have a skin that I could that I could find that's in the game currently. So unfortunately for the other ships that I had on the list, the 890 Jump is the option to me because You not having a skin is a big deal, and I mean that's kind of what you get out of ship Showdown is the ship gets a skin, right? So and as I said, I'm gonna put these up. I'm actually going to make at least 2 videos per division, or well, I'm gonna make at least 1 video per division, but we'll see. So the heavy duty division, all these divisions, I'm gonna put these, the ones that have more than 2 options, I'm gonna put into a poll so you guys can, you know, talk about those. And then of course I'll look at the other video and I'll go through and see which ships you guys like the most. And of course you can talk about it on this video as well. And then I will make I want to say they're going to be like 13 or not 13, 30-second commercials on each one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So you'll vote for the ones that have more than 3 options. Continuing on though, the freighter division, we're going to have 4 choices: the Freelancer, the Hull C, the Raft, and the Nomad. The Raft has a few it has a few skins already. The Nomad has a few skins. The Hull C has a few skins. All of these have skins. So it's really just a matter of which one you guys want to win. I think the Freelancer needs some love. So that's why I kind of put it a little higher on the list. But you know, again, I'm gonna make 2 of them anyway. So I think the Hull C is gonna be useful very soon because of 3.24. So I put that one above the Raft, but I think the Raft will be useful as well. So it's kind of a crapshoot. The Nomad just is on there because I wanted another option. The Nomad though, I think more people own, and I think, you know, it's probably when it's all said and done, the Nomad, there will be more Nomads flying around than Rafts, Hull Cs, and Freelancers. So put it on the list. The Alien division, the Scythe was already on the list. Obviously the Raylan and Merchantman are not going to be on the list. So it's the Defender and the Talon. The Talon, that's more of a personal choice. The Defender already has skins. I think the Scythe is the best option here. But the Defender and the Talon, I think, are 2 ships that I think could, you know, I think the Talon is a pretty popular ship. I don't know how many people actually own it or prefer it because it's an alien ship. But I do think if I'm going to put one for the Alien division, that's the one I would pick as far as like a ship that needs some love. As far as, or well, the Defender needs the love. The Talon is more so like I think it can win, and the Scythe, like I said before in the previous video, I think that's just more like it doesn't have skins and it's getting like a light rework. So I don't know. Well, I guess it's actually kind of a major rework that the Scythe and the Blade and the Glaive are getting. But yeah, the Road Warrior division, that one was already pretty solid. I think only had one thing in here that couldn't be on the list. And I think it was the Ranger. So the PTV and the Rock kind of just win that one by default from removing the Ranger. And then the Underdog division is the Herald, the Gladiator, and the Mantis. So those are all of the ships. I think this is still a solid list. I very much would prefer that they, I mean, if the goal is like, we're gonna give skins to these ships, I would prefer it to not just be like the ones that are flyable. But I get why they do that, because it's like, how could you have done a ship showdown with ships that aren't actually in the game? So I get it. But I wish there was like a separate one where we could do it for like concept ships. And maybe that was all that hopium is what fueled me to not actually read where it says very clearly, show your support for your favorite flyable. So thank you to the community for pointing out something that was so obvious that I obviously should have got it the first time. But yeah, there's the list one more time. As I said, I will be putting polls up for these. But the last thing I want to say is make sure you guys leave comments and make sure you not upvote, but like the ones that you actually go through and say, oh, I agree that this one should be good, because that's how I'm going to determine which ones I'm going to make commercials for. You know, it's going to be 2 per division, so I'm still gonna at a minimum I'm making 16 30-second commercials. So the choices you have here are in the speed, the racing division, the combat division, the transport division, the alien division, and the underdog division. So those are the ones where you will be seeing some polls on those. And yeah, if you think that there was some glaring omissions, then put those up there. But unless you get a lot of likes on that thing, it's probably not going to make the cut. So you're probably, what I would do is, if you're going to put one of those up, also put the one that is on the list that you would prefer that I make a commercial for. Because then at the very least, if you don't get a bunch of likes on that or responses to that, then I can put that. So if you have one that you think I missed, put that on, and then in a separate comment, put the one that you think that that is on the list that should win. And of course the polls will put that in, all that will be factored in as well. So there you have it. I hope I was transparent enough for you. That's it for this one. I will see you in the next one. Peace.